Hi. Okay, this is a new Nigeria with Olawale Oluwade. I'll be speaking today on what I've titled Celebrating Uber Sycophancy and Mediocrity in Governance. Celebrating Uber Sycophancy and Mediocrity in Governance in Nigeria. As a prelude to my intervention today, I need you to watch this couple of snippets of Chinese mega infrastructure. Also, please observe their levels of construction technology advancement. These short video clips. I need you to watch. Watch, please.
Here is one of the most complex urban road networks in China. This place has roads with 4 lanes each way and traffic lights for 7 different directions. Here, you can even take an elevator with your car. While GPS can tell your location, it won't know if you're on the 1st or 20th floor. This is Chongqing, China's mountain city, a place where even regular drivers get lost, and taxi drivers prefer not to rely on navigation. One glance and you might feel like you've entered a maze. This interchange connects 8 directions across 5 levels with a total of 20 ramps, featuring a staggering vertical drop of 120 feet. Its complexity far exceeds ordinary expectations. If you take the wrong ramp, you might find yourself on an unplanned tour of this city by car. This isn't just a visual spectacle, but also a test of time. As you navigate through this maze of ramps, you must stay alert at all times to avoid missing your exit. Otherwise, you could become trapped in a loop of going up and down the ramps, unable to escape.
Welcome to China's busiest high-speed railway station, where the numbers are nothing short of astonishing. In just a single day, this station handles an incredible 800,000 passengers, with 340,000 departing and 460,000 arriving. Picture the hustle and bustle. This marvel is none other than Guangzhou South Station, rightfully recognized as one of the world's busiest high-speed rail hubs, with a staggering investment of $2 billion, covering an expansive 6,600,000 square feet. Guangzhou South Station stands as a transportation powerhouse. It's strategically situated at the core of the transportation network in the coastal city cluster of southern China, serving as a pivotal hub on China's extensive rail network. High-speed trains departing from Guangzhou South Station can swiftly transport you to 18 provinces across the nation, practically covering half of China. During peak hours, this station can dispatch an astonishing 1,340 high-speed trains daily. It's a testament to the vibrant pulse of this dynamic city. What further adds to the allure is Guangzhou's long-standing reputation as the transportation and economic epicenter of southern China. It's no wonder that countless dream chasers flock here, turning Guangzhou South Station into a bustling gateway where aspirations take flight. All aboard for an exhilarating journey in the heart of China's high-speed rail revolution.
Okay, so the videos you watched, the snippets you just saw, one is of the Chinese city, of Chongqing, their incredible road construction. Some of this, has high, as 20 feet, up in the air, so wide, you saw the videos, and also the Guangzhou mega rail, bullet rail system, you just saw them. Massive. This is purely an advanced technology in engineering, building technology, and all of that. And these are rail and road projects that are simply unrivaled anywhere on this earth. Not in America, definitely, with so many decayed infrastructure, everywhere in America, not in Western Europe, not, even in the Scandinavia. And this is why I am one of those who stake everything to state, that China is the future of the world in terms of science and technology, innovation, in terms of economy, in terms of even military, prowess. Just 30 years short from today, China leads and dominates the world. It's only a matter of time. Now, let's come home and contrast the videos you just watched with our FCT minister, Barrister Nyesom Wike, renovating an ordinary event center and making a carnival of it. Just watch this video, renovating an event center, an ordinary event center, because that's what the International Conference Center, is just an event center, and it's making a dance. Just look at, Now, you know what? We're not ready for real progress and development in Nigeria or even Africa. We're not. We're a country of jokers and clowns in political leadership. And I say this with a heavy heart and tears in my eyes. China, for context, China was like Nigeria as of independence in 1960. But they got their acts together and see the results today. See where China, is today. Now, when will we begin to dream big stuff and actually do them? When, as a people? When are we going to have serious-minded persons in the saddle of political leadership in this country? When are we going to have serious-minded people? Not clowns. When are we going to have serious-minded people in political leadership in this country? What we have, are a great number, a preponderance of puny men invested in small things and celebrating mediocrity and Olympic-size sycophancy. That's what we have. During COVID-19 pandemic 2020, China was building entire hospitals in a couple of days, from start to finish, entire hospitals. The videos are all over social media. Just Google. Don't take my word for it. Here, we have been constructing the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, a stretch of barely 120 kilometers. Since over 20 years now, we've been constructing that road, and it's not yet done. The East-West Road, likewise, for over 2 decades. We haven't even gone anywhere concerning that. But here we are celebrating mediocrity as achievements. What a shame. Now, you can add to the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway and the East-West Road Ajaokuta Steel Project, which remains a monument to our collective shame and disgrace as a people. Likewise, the 4 moribund petroleum refineries, the Itakwe Iron Ore Mining Company, and saddest of all for me personally, the Mambila hydropower plant in Taraba, that hasn't even gotten off, even though money has been budgeted and wasted. And I can list many more of such. But our president went to commission a renovated event center where his favorite minister was dancing like a clown. What a shame. Now, this is just as the president also went to commission the 30 kilometer of his signature Lagos Calabar 700 kilometers coastal road project a few weeks ago. And the entire country was shut down. The governance architecture was shut down. Minister Dave Humari, in charge of the road, said the road seemed like you were going to heaven. Like, it's so beautiful, it's like the street of heaven. All the ministers and governors were out there, falling over each other in sycophancy to commission a 30 kilometer stretch of road. 30 kilometers of road construction. What a people are we? What a shame. Meanwhile, Alhaji Aliko Dangote, an individual, built the world's largest single train refinery in just about 8 years, and is up and running, delivering crude oil derivatives, PMS, AGO, just name it, all over. But Nigeria can't maintain the 4 refineries that were built by previous governments as way back as the early or middle 70s. We can't maintain them. Guess what? Mr. Wike didn't just waste 39 billion naira of taxpayer money on an event center. Worst of all, he named it after President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, like I said, who was there for its rechristening ceremony. Actually, since President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's assumption of office just a few days, over 2 years now, he has had an airport in Minna, Niger State, which was formerly named in 2023 the Abubakar Imam International Airport, but now renamed after President Tinubu by the state government March 10, 2024. Also, a major expressway constructed by the FCT was equally named after him last year, May 28. And the day after, May 29, 2024, the National Assembly renamed its spanking new library after the president. Then the Nigeria Immigration Service, December 10th, 2024, christened its Command and Control Center as the Bola Ahmed Tinubu Technology Innovation Complex. Going on, January 16th, in this, proceeding or continuing in this rush of naming ceremonies. January 16, 2025, the federal government, through the Federal Ministry of Education, approved the establishment of the Bola Ahmed Tinubu Polytechnic, to be sited in Gwarimpa, Abuja. And then a few days after, January 23rd, 2025, a newly built army barracks in Asokoro, axis of Abuja, was equally named after the president. This army barrack is huge, can accommodate almost 1,000 different ranks of soldiers. Now, also, like I said earlier, on June 10, 2025, Wike had renamed the renovated event center, the formerly International Conference Center, after President Tinubu. Then, a couple of days after, in Kaduna, a vocational skill training center built by the state government was renamed after the president. Now, I must stress, no other president or head of state in Nigeria's history has demonstrated this level of self-promotion, self-aggrandizement, and hero worship as the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration. Not even the military dictators, not even Abacha, his brutishness, not even they or IBB even did this. And for context, President Ibrahim Babangida, President Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida, built the International Conference Center in 1991, but didn't name it after himself. IBB also, among several other significant public facilities, completed the third mainland bridge, the second largest in Africa, which was started by the Shehu Shagari administration in 1980. Shagari finished this phase 1. IBB finished the longest and the biggest chunk of the phase 2 in short 5 years, from 85 to 1990. And for a number of years, that bridge was the longest or the largest in Africa, only surpassed by the October 5th Cairo bridge, which is now the longest in Africa. IBB did this and didn't name the third mainland bridge after himself. All the heads of states and presidents after Ibrahim Babangida, a total of 7, didn't name airports or the International Conference Center after themselves until President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And at the rate we're going, we might just wake up one morning, and find Nigeria has been renamed the Federal Republic of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And don't think it sounds preposterous. At the rate we're going, we would wake up one morning and discover Nigeria is now known as the Federal Republic of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And guess what? With the Godswill Akpabio-led National Assembly, this 10th Assembly, this idea shouldn't be such a scary proposition or even far-fetched. This National Assembly would do anything, would approve anything, would consent to anything, no matter how warped, no matter how inane or silly, so far it comes from the president, they might just have it. So we may wake up one morning and find Nigeria has been renamed Bola Ahmed Tinubu country. I don't know how we got here, but I just pray and hope we'll get out of it as fast as possible. I'm alarmed. I'm utterly miffed at the level of utter sycophancy, the sheer buffoonery, how we've reduced governance to in Nigeria. It's mind-blowing. Pray for Nigeria like I'm doing, and let's hope, that we'll have, a change in this country. Thank you for listening, and may God help Nigeria. Thank you.